talk hoops, baby.
Sure.
Because we're starting to build a little bit of a hoop community, I'm noticing, man. We get up here, we start talking hoops, we get some action in here. And we just like to talk hoops, so we're going to talk it anyways. But either way, we appreciate y'all. So, with that being said, baby, I guess I'll get the Sun stuff out the way now. Okay. Yes.
You still that hurt about it.
I'm not that hurt, but I could feel as soon as I put the basketball topic up here, a Suns something popping up. Here are my Suns. Check out my Suns. You saw my Suns. They sweep. You see the Suns. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Suns win it all. I knew it was coming. I already knew it. So I just wanted to get ahead of it. Okay. I was getting ahead of it. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, CP3 should have been the regular season MVP. We like CP3.
Whoa.
I'm messing.
Okay.
But you could have made the argument though. For a fact, you could have made the argument. And you talk about the same impact with Joker. The difference is this though. CP3 has Devin Booker. Whereas with Joker, he still was having to do it for a good amount of time solo. And we know what he was able to do. But as a whole, and by the way, you can't throw him out.
That was a terrible call.
Terrible now that I think about it. But either way, I don't think him playing or not playing was going to make that much of a difference. The Suns they were the better team right there, man. The Suns look good, man.
It didn't matter. The game just didn't matter at all. I had it in the background, but the Suns were already up 3-0. Even if Denver was able to pull it out somehow, some way, it just wasn't going to matter. But then you saw the Nuggets make it a little close at points, within 10, 6, 7 here and there.
Even
but then
it would get close on the score. I don't feel like we
never did.
Like
CP3 just kept balling out. That's what happened.
Absolutely, man.
Yeah, so they're going to be going up against the Clippers because they just made it interesting winning. This game's going to be huge
tonight. Yeah, because it's 2-1 right now.
For them to win game 3 and then just put the pressure on the Jazz now, game 4. That's, oh man, if it's Jazz Suns, who would have called that before the season started? Like that's almost hysterical. Like NBA's kind of pissed probably.
Yeah, but it realistically could happen though.
It definitely could.
Because
they're two good teams. They were the 2 top seeds, but not having LeBron, not having Curry, that's just different.
Well, when you have the shortest offseason, this is what you deal with. So we're going to roll with it, man. We ain't tripping. Plus, I'm tired. They think they said this is the first time since, what year? Oh, my goodness. Since there hasn't been either Steph Curry or LeBron James in the finals.
Oh, yeah, it was like 10 years or
something crazy like that. I was like, dude, that's nuts when you think about it. But that's why we appreciate the greatness from both of those guys. But, man, I don't know about the Clippers, dude. Like, if we get the Paul George that showed up that he looked like Indiana Pacers Paul George, that's playoff P right there. That's not pandemic P. That's playoff P.
Yeah.
If we get that, all right, it might be a little bit different. I just don't know if we're going to get that consistently, though. I still don't trust him. I don't.
Well, it was close in game 1, and that came down to the last shot where you're just like, why is Kawhi passing this?
Yep.
And Paul George passed it too. Either one.
It was just that Kawhi passed it twice.
Yeah, and then game 2 was bad. Maybe that's just their thing this season. Maybe they just
drop the first 2 and then they'll slowly walk them down.
That's what I mean.
Okay.
I just have faith in Kawhi. And like you said, if you could just get anything from Paul George, that's going to be house money. Because I think if Kawhi's balling out, Clippers team sucks, though. I'll be honest with you. I think everyone else sucks. Yeah. Like, Morris sucks. Batum sucks.
Dude, they're talking about, man, we got to get Patrick Beverly out there more often to let him cause some disruption. I'm like,
he sucks.
Bro, no, he's just all bark. Yeah.
Yeah, their team
keep them on the sideline.
Pretty much sucks outside of Kawhi and Paul George. They could be good like defensively and stuff, but on offense, man, they miss so many open shots sometimes.
Yeah.
Whereas like Kawhi, dude, he could single-handedly carry you in some of these quarters, especially in the second half, which I'm expecting him to do. We'll see, man. We'll see. Donovan Mitchell's been playing really good.
That's the thing. Like Donovan, I like his energy, man. He reminds me, he has Damian Lillard.
That's what I mean. I wonder if it is a Damian Lillard curse. That could be the problem.
But I don't think it will because I feel like his team is better. He has a better team around him. That's the difference. Whereas with Lillard, like if CJ isn't getting buckets for Dame, like that team at some points, you're just like, all right, Melo, give me a little 10, 15 off the bench. We know you got that, but the rest of them, it's like, bro, this ain't enough.
Yeah, having Gobert, I think the Jazz, basically like the defensive player of the year. How many years?
He changes a ton. It changes a ton of shots out there, man.
You want to go to the East?
Gotta go to the East, man.
Bro, good thing you stopped me from making any bets.
Yeah, okay. And now you see why I say the things that I say to you, Deke. You were ready to bet you would have bet your house if I would have took your bet. If I would have said, hey, Deke, I'm gonna take the field, you take the Nets for every game from here. Which one put on? Man,
I think I'd still take it. But not every game by game. I think I'll still take the Nets to win the championship.
Right now you realize if Kyrie can't come back. Okay.
Because I know Harden's not looking good either.
Because even when Kyrie was out there was when they started to make the run and separate. It wasn't like, oh, Kyrie goes down, now they got the lead. No, they were already on like a 15, 17-point run while he was out
they
there.
were up a few points.
Yeah. So for me, I'm just like, and it got funny too looking at how KD changed, man. KD used to having them dogs out there with him. He got that Brown treatment a little bit. He ain't like that too much. I was very happy. I'm not going to lie about you. I said, yep, this is what we do all the time with Bron. Guys get hurt and they don't care about the expectations. It's Bron, raise up, drop 100 on them. Oh, if you can't, well, you're not better than Jordan, you choke. So, KD, hey, man, we don't care about your guys being injured. No. You better drop 70 next game, 70 the game after that, and 70 after that. You better keep going. Yeah, that's how I feel, man. That's how I feel.
I think he is going to ball out.
I think Giannis is going to meet him. But shout out to PJ Tucker more importantly, though.
Yeah.
And it's funny, too. Now that they've been showing this history of when PJ's been on him, not just in this series, but even dating back to when he was in Houston, PJ I'm talking about, he's had his number. He's had a lot of success against him. I like it, man. And he's already been in his head. We saw where Kevin got flustered. He had a security guard run up there, man. PJ, I like PJ's energy. And PJ's a sneakerhead like myself. So anytime we get these type of guys that number one play defense, but number two rock this type of heat. Yes, sir. But I'm liking it. And you see Giannis.
They were running the floor really well. Fast breaks, Giannis dunking on everyone. He was doing pretty much what you should be doing. Durant, he did fall off a little bit. It's going to be tough. It is going to be tough. Yeah. I do have this feeling, though, Nets, house money, if they could get one of those dudes back. I don't know if it's a promise.
So which one they getting back, though? They said Kyrie
probably neither.
Kyrie left in a walking boot and crutches.
I don't think Harden's close.
And did you see how he looked when he landed? Like, that thing was the bone of that ankle touching the ground. Like, I saw, that boy ain't coming back this year. He might not be back next series. And then with Harden, the second time, like, remember, he already was dealing with the hammy. This is the second time. It doesn't get better anytime soon. Like, with hamstring injuries, like, it takes months to just let it rest. Now, you can come back and you're going to deal with all right, I probably got 80% mobility, or I'm at 75%. You got to play that game along with the minutes he plays, the dehydration element of it. That plays a part into it as well, man. So it's a ton that's going to go into them. I personally don't think either one of those guys are going to come back and have an impactful role in this series. Now, if Durant can find a way to get him out of here, I think that I think Harden's probably be closer to coming back, but either way, this is going to be lingering with both of those guys in terms of Harden and Kyrie going forward.
Injuries are a part of the game.
They are, man. They are.
This could have been, like I said, one of the greatest teams of all time. We'll never realize.
And Eric brings this up, man. He talks about Kyrie having a history of ankle injuries. I know he had the foot injury when he was at Duke, but he has struggled with some injuries. Then who else? Oh, man. Oh, here it is. Trina Steel Diva 5 says, without Kyrie and Harden, the Nets are done. Now, Donald Copeland says all they need is Harden back. I agree if it's a fully healthy Harden, but they're not going to be getting fully healthy Harden back. They're going to get Harden that's going to be limited with the hamstring. And as these games progress, think about this. Coming back from an injury, you typically don't want guys having to play a ton of big minutes because they're already susceptible to re-injuring it. But now the more they're out there, the higher that risk goes up. If you're putting Harden out there and now it's minus Kyrie Irving, Harden is going to have to play even more minutes. You can't say, oh, all right, I'm going to sit this guy and let those two guys play together. All right, then I'll rotate him in here and that. So I just don't see how you're going to get effective, fully healthy Harden for these next couple of games because the Bucks right now, the Bucks look confident. The Bucks, man, they're playing good team ball. And defensively, they look like they figured out the Brooklyn Nets. Another thing is this, man. When you have a big three like how Brooklyn had, right? I know you was giving them the crown of the best team ever. It helps because now a guy like Joe Harris is the fourth or fifth scoring option. Blake Griffin, fourth or fifth, sixth sometimes scoring option. When you take away Kyrie Irving, when you take away James Harden, Joe Harris and Blake Griffin become your number 2 and number 3 option. You essentially just turned it into the Detroit Pistons and you just put KD on that roster. That's it.
Don't forget Jeff Green.
Yeah. So if this was 5 years ago, man, you got a legit squad with just them guys right there. But at this stage, they need the Kyries and the Hardens to be out there with Durant, not Durant and those guys. And that's where they're struggling with right now, man. And the Bucks, when you take away the big three people, right? In terms of if it's just Harden out there, or it's just Kyrie, or it's just Durant, that Nets team compared to that Bucks team is nowhere near as good. The Bucks have a really good team. And now when you make it equal from a star standpoint, get what you're getting right now, baby.
Not going to lie.
Yeah.
Kind of rooting for the Nets to pull it off, though. If they don't come back, Harden and Irving, because that'd be an epic performance by Durant. It would have to be.
It would.
Because now they're the underdogs. Before that, you're just thinking the Nets are overpowering everyone.
Yeah.
It'd been nice to see the guy like Giannis who stayed with the hometown team, has the team kind of like built around him, not a lot of superstars. Could they pull the upset over the Nets? Now all of a sudden, I think it's flipped. Now it's like, oh, wow. Kevin Durant, he's the big underdog in this one. He's got no one around him. If he balls out, and then he gets one of those two back for the next series.
Oh, it'd be different then. Yeah.
It makes him. Here's my point. It makes it more exciting because I don't want to see Bucks like 76ers next round. I want to see the Nets in it. I'm not gonna
lie. Well, I'm indifferent. Brian, I don't care who gets knocked out now. I'm here for a good basketball though. So if we can get good basketball because the Bucks are in it, man, knock them boys out, man. But either way, they gotta go. They gotta go. I like this though. I like this. Just this.
There's more parity now. All of a sudden,
we needed that, man.
There is more parity because what did I say to you? I said it's over.
Yeah.
Now it's not at all. Now it's actually wide open. It's actually completely wide open right now.
Yeah.
As we're sitting right here,
who would you say is
today.
the favorite right now coming out of the East with the rosters currently how they are, the injuries and everything right now?
Yeah. Who do you think's going to beat, or who do you think's going to win in the Bucks 76ers if that's a series? That's who the favorite is. So.
Both of those teams are flawed too. I'll probably go Bucks because I trust their roster as a whole. Whereas with Ben Simmons, I don't know what I'm getting. Joel Embiid, how healthy is he going to be? He got the knee and stuff like that. Yeah, I'll probably go Bucks. And I feel like
Sixers have the home court,
but Giannis, he's out to prove something.
Looks like
he's out to prove something, man.
Looks like it. Out of the West, I think I got the Clippers.
I'm going Jazz.
Whoa,
I'm going Jazz. It's I already said it's not Kawhi's fault, but it's Kawhi's fault. Anytime they bring up a player and they talk about him being better than Bron, I'm always going to hold it against him. So Derrick Rose is another guy. Derrick Rose, back when he won the MVP, felt like Bron should have had it. So I've always been against my man D Rose, even though he was with my Knicks balling out. Helped us out in the playoffs. We appreciate you. Kevin Durant, he's in that same conversation because they put him on that pedestal when he was in Golden State. Oh, he's the best player in the world. Oh, all right. Well, it's easy to be the best player when you got Curry and you got Clay and you got Draymond. You got all these guys around you. Okay, cool. And then we saw in the finals when Golden State roster got beat up. Oh, okay, Kawhi, best player in the world. It's all right. So with both of those teams, man, Clippers, yeah, they can get up out of here, and Brooklyn definitely get them up out of here. And they ain't even send the subtle shot to my man Kyrie talking about I've never played with a player this good before. Stop it.
Is the most exciting finals like marquee matchup? Would it be Clippers Nets?
Yeah, from like branding standpoint.
That's what I'm trying
absolutely.
to think.
You got LA, you got New York. You also have Kawhi Leonard, who's an MVP, or you have
and those runs to the finals
MVP,
would have to be crazy.
They would for both of those teams. They would have to come back from deficits. They would have to be
overcoming
the lower
injuries,
seeds
obviously,
as well, not even having the home court. So yeah, that would probably be best storyline, best viewership. But in terms of just
because legacies are on the line too.
Yeah.
Kawhi with the championships, KD with the championships.
Yeah.
They both have two, correct?
Correct.
So that would be a big one.
Yeah. Even though I
think that's what I'm rooting for. I think that's the finals I'm rooting for.
So that finals, I think it'll be better from a star standpoint, but I do think better basketball be played if it's Jazz Bucks or Jazz Sixers. I think because you don't have granted with Embiid to an extent, they obviously lean on him a lot, but it's still different style of game in terms of them playing team ball. Whereas when it's Durant, Kyrie, and Harden, it's just, all right, you got one-on-one this time. All right, you go ahead and do your thing. All right, my turn to go one-on-one. All right, I'm going to go do my thing. Same with Kawhi. I want to see some of the team ball being played, man.
Understood.
Yeah.